right, welcome back everyone. Lesson 5, part 1. So in the last lesson, we left you with two chords, E minor and E major. And then we left you with learning individual notes. Now, I just want to say, if you struggle with that, you're normal. That's okay. You take it slow. You're just learning the instrument. If you're a beginner, you're just putting your hands on this thing, and that is perfectly okay. So today we're going to talk about how to use a tuner. We're going to talk about how to use a metronome, and we're going to talk about strumming technique. First of all, how do I use a tuner and a metronome? The reason that's important is music is made of two elements. It's tones, which are your notes, and it's rhythm, which is your timing. So you can download 3 tuners. You can see here, I just went online to the App Store. This is standard iPhone. This was the first guitar tuner that popped up. It was absolutely free. In my App Store, I just typed in guitar tuner, and then a bunch of different options come up. This is one of the first ones. Some of them will have a needle. This one has a line, and you'll see when I pluck a note, it kind of drifts. Everything to the left side of the center line is going to be too low, and everything to the high side of the center line is going to be too high. So watch when I hit my top E string. That's the fat E string on the top, and you see it noted that that's this string, but see how it's low? It's to the left of that line. That means I need to tighten the tuner, and I tighten it until it gets right in the middle, almost there. Now it says, look, E2 perfect, right in the middle. So a lot of times there'll be an arrow or something that'll go to the middle, it'll turn green. This one shows when it's perfect. Now that one was low. I think this next one's high, but watch how it goes. Oh yeah, see the high side? So that's perfect. Now here's one of the things I've found when you tune. I like to end on tightening the note just slightly. So sometimes if I have to tune down or loosen the string, I go a little bit too low and then bring it back up, because the string will move a little bit in the nut slot or on the bridge. And so tightening is a little better. So that's right on the money. Now we're going to go to the D string, which you'll see here. It changes strings. See there's D. Perfect. The G is perfect. The B is perfect. And the E is perfect. So this is telling me now you've tuned your guitar. This is standard tuning, and the notes are from the top, E, A, D, G, B, E. And so that's telling me everything is in tune. And you know your notes are correct to start with. Now we're going to develop this tool that's going to help you with your timing, because remember, we said music is two things. It's rhythm and it's tone. So the way this works, this first number here, 40, is tempo, and that's 40 beats per minute is what that means. You can change that on this app. You can click on it and type in a number, or you can actually take this piece here and you can just spin it around and you can see how the numbers are changing. 30s, 40s, 50s. And then this is how many beats per measure, or what does a quarter note equal? So in 4/4 timing, the quarter note is 1 beat, or you have 4 beats per measure. So you can change that to 3/4 or 6/8 or whatever time signature the note might be in. So a little note, if I talk about something, some terminology like time signature or whatever, and you don't understand what it means, that's okay. I'm going to explain the terms as we go forward and help you with that. So this is set for 50 beats per minute in 4/4 timing. So if I click play, you hear a beat. That's 50 beats per minute, 4 beats per measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if you'll remember earlier, I showed you some different notes to play, to practice. So if you're going to play a piece of music, you want to slow this way down and you want to practice the music to the timing, slowed down, until you can play that piece through exactly without mistakes. So I'm just going to, the first chord that we learned was an E chord. I'm going to strum this through at 50 beats per minute with one strum per beat and let you hear what that sounds like. 3 and 4 and... So that was just strumming down the guitar, one strum down for every beat. Now, if I were going to play an individual note, I could do the same thing. So I'm going to play that again, but just picking one note at a time. And 2 and 3 and 4. So all that does, if I practice with metronome, is it helps me keep a certain timing. So every song that you encompass will have a beats per minute and it'll have a time signature. So this is a way to practice the chords you have. And eventually when we learn a song, which is going to be part 2 of this lesson, I'm going to give you a beats per minute, I'm going to give you a time signature, and then I'm going to help you to strum it, and you will be able to play in timing with the right notes.